What's up, Perfectly Average Golfers? Welcome back to the channel. So, interesting development here. I was gonna come out, play 9 holes, and do the aggressive versus conservative kind of mode that I've been talking about over the last couple of months. But the course is a little busy, and I just don't want to put myself in a position to piss anybody off since I am walking out here today. But we're out at Etowah playing the South 9. I think we're just gonna do a quick 9. It's been a little bit since I've had a chance to play. I've been doing a lot on the range. The range work feels good. I turned my driver off from 10.5 down to 9 to play around with that a little bit. I feel like I'm hitting my driver so much better. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just a mental thing. Not 100% sure. Bit of a traffic jam on the first hole, so we're gonna skip ahead and play number 2. It's a 500 plus yard par 5 with a little bit of helping wind off the right. So we'll see. Let's get driver going. Hopefully I can live up to the word that I just put out there, that we hit driver well. Let's find out.
All right, digging into it. Hole number 2 is where we're starting off this video. It's the first hole up, but the second hole. Par 5, 507. Anything over towards the right side of the fairway is okay.
It's gonna go nowhere.
And this one, I did not catch all that clean. So you hear me call it, didn't really go all that far, but it's still playable, which is always good news.
Fairway, but I caught that at the very top of the face. That's not gonna go very far.
No, did not go very far at all. 267 in, so it's like a 240-yard drive, but 3-wood. Hit it really well. Just pushed it a little bit right. I was expecting with the lie and the ball being above my feet that it was going to draw a little bit more than that, so I wanted to start it over that right bunker, but it just kind of stayed out there. So 67 yards left from weird position to a back pin. Caught this really clean. It was actually pretty lucky because the ball was kind of sitting up on top of that squishy rough, and that rolled really nicely. Kind of saw me gesturing, please don't go too far, please don't go too far. So it's a birdie look. Can we get under 1 on the first hole we play? No, not quite. It's really interesting. This course, everything kind of leans towards the street, so I didn't expect the break to be that significant, but just kept it underneath the hole the entire way through, but it's okay. Par here in the first. Next one up, par 4. Very easy. 366 par 4. Dog leg to the left. The only thing you don't want to do is miss it into the creek, and so we kind of overcompensated to the right. And talking about de-lofting my driver, I have never been beyond those bushes that you see over there. But this one actually did go beyond those bushes. Could not actually even find it, which is a bit puzzling. So we take a drop here hitting 3, and with the trees kind of guarding, we just kind of wanted to play a chippy 7-iron. It actually missed everything on the way through, thank goodness. It rolled a little bit long, but overall, can't be too upset about it. You can see me looking back like, where did that ball go? So now a long putt for par. They had just punched these greens and sanded all of the holes, so they're not really rolling true, but not a bad effort from there, all things told. Bogey putt now to try to keep it just 1 over, and it just slipped right on in. No problems there. So going on to the next one, the 4th hole up on this South 9. You could play this 2 ways. The first is what we're going to do, the safe conservative route, which is just hit a 200-yard shot just left of that tree to a split fairway, and absolutely pured that. Perfect shot. But if you can really get a hold of a drive, it's about 310 yards or so to cover the line that the water fountain is at. I've never covered this before, but we're really going to swing at it. Hold on to your butts. Hit the top of that hut in the back. I've never carried that before. I've gone for it a handful of times, but I've never covered that before. So I was feeling really good. And that was also just a really good swing. Probably the best swing I've had in a long time with driver. So we play off the drive. Gives us just underneath 100 yards to play to a flag that you can kind of see the wind right there. It was really blowing, and that one went long. Definitely kicking myself for that. How do you go over the water with a 300-plus yard drive, no problem, and then go long inside 100 yards? Follow-up, though, coming back, really solid. You don't get to see where it finishes from this live, but I was really happy with it. Left this for par. Opportunity still to save the 4 on the card after the huge drive. It wanted to. It's a little bit too much pace. Kept it maybe a little bit too far outside the hole. So unfortunately a bogey, but still we feel great about the fact that we hit that driver and covered the water. Now we come up to a pretty easy par 3, just playing 163, but it's a back pin, playing closer to 180 and against that wind that we just had. So I took 5 hybrid here. Just looking to keep something kind of to the top left side of the green, but this one actually went a little bit deep, just over the top of the bunker. Drew a little bit more than I was expecting, but it was about pin high. So now we got to chip back up, and this green runs very quickly down towards the lake, and you could kind of hear me say it, definitely too much. So now we've got a long par putt coming back up the hill, looking for this to break from left to right, at least from the camera's perspective, and it just stayed dead straight. So unfortunate read there, and we go to +3. And now to the biggest par 5 on the course, actually, from all sets of the 9s, I believe. 525, dogleg to the right. Just got to kind of hug this tree line, and I absolutely smashed driver again. For a second, I was like, ooh, I really hope that stays right, because if I hit too well, you can go through that fairway really, really easily. But we caught the top of the slope, ran down to the right, and left us a really beautiful look in. Long 3-wood still, though, and I didn't really feel like I was going to get onto those guys that were on the green. So I just took an easy swing for the 3-wood. The pin was also very back during this setup, so there was really no reason to go for it. Leaves us within about 60 yards. Sand wedge up top. And the contact, perfect. The position, perfect. In a great position, looking to follow up for the first bird of the round. Can he sink? Should come a little bit right to left. And again, it just did not. Stayed out there. Nothing was breaking on these greens for some reason. So it's a par, not the worst case scenario, but obviously 2 huge drives, not being able to follow up. And now a steep dogleg to the right. You don't need driver here, but I was feeling really frisky about it. I wanted to go right over the left side of that tree you kind of see in the fairway, and I just kind of blocked this one out to the right. I hit it real hard, but I blocked that one out to the right. The good news was, it was still in play and still findable, and I have a window. Can he convert? Doink.
Oh.
It was so close to being so good. So we kind of have to do the exact same thing again. Same 7-iron, just looking to chip this one up towards the green.
Oh my gosh.
Hit the trees again. Left it short. So now we're kind of making a mess, just the trees coming through.
It really is.
But we were so close. That's exactly what that guy was saying. So close in the both shots. So now we've got sand wedge back up. And again, the contact with the sand wedge lately has been really solid. Like, overcooked this one just a touch, expecting it that it was not going to go as far as it did. So a long bogey putt. The line is good. The speed is good. Can he save it?
Keep going. Wow.
Not quite. Close, but no cigar. So an unfortunate double brings us to +5. And we get to another hole that you don't need driver. So learning our lesson, we say, all right, 3-wood, time to come out of the bag. Just got to get something to the corner, which is about 260 at its max. So just an easy 3-wood, and actually put this in a really good spot. Not just is it at the corner, but it's even a little bit right on this dog leg to the right. So really good contact, really good position. Still a long shot, though, as this was a back pin with some favoring wind. Flushed the 6-iron with a little bit of draw. Bang. Right in the back side.
We're back there, just a little right.
You hear me say it, just a little bit right, but he has this look for birdie. Should come a little bit left to right on the camera. I put it out there. It wants to. It really wants to. Just couldn't quite go. I honestly speaking, though, with the greens being punched and sanded, I was really happy with how I was rolling the putter. Really can't be too upset. So the last is a par 3. Just playing about 168, but it's a front pin, so we got 9-iron for this. Just need clean contact. Got it. Where does it land? Wouldn't you know it? Literally a maybe 6 to 8 inches long of the pin. It was so close to being holed. So now we got a birdie putt coming right back down the hill. Should break. Ugh! And you can just see it just dancing and wiggling. Not wanting to roll smooth with the punches. So
close.
It'll be a par again. Not at all a bad quick 9 round.
Almost. Well, that does it for a quick 9. We finished 5 over with that one really bad double, unfortunately, a couple of holes ago, just due to the fact that we barely missed treetops like 2-3 different times. Other than that, everything is feeling pretty solid about the game. I'm not gonna have time to play the first hole over again, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, so that's +5 through 8, technically speaking. Solid round. Really feeling good about the game. Driver's been really swinging pretty darn well. Really outside of that one hole where we hit a double. Sliced out into the woods a little bit, but it was still findable, so it wasn't that bad of a slice. I was hoping to get a full 18 in today. I'm kind of glad that we did this instead, though. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Nice little quick 9. If, again, you're a first-time viewer, you're sticking all the way through till the end, you're a legend. Thanks. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe, like, do all those things, and we'll get a full run of 18 in here pretty soon. So stick around with the channel, and we'll catch you guys back for more. Until that point, stay perfectly average. Bye-bye.